Right, on to some casting, shall we? There we go. And all goes in there. Riser there. And a gate. Yeah. I'm deliberately sliding around the side like this because I do not want a big rush of sand knocking around that arbour. Once I've pressed in a bit of sand, then I'll start ramming. I don't know if you can see from this angle, but that arbour already has centres drilled in both ends for when I turn it. If, despite all this, it still comes out crooked, then I'm going to cast the part without the arbour and pin it onto the arbour. Let's cut some gates. I'll need to cut this one in the cope, and the rest will be cut in the drag. And yes, Paul, people are still cutting gates with spoons. Oh well, the bits that don't come out, I will simply carve out on the mill. Right. Well, the Feedcrank side has come out beautiful. Yeah, it should be usable, just might take a bit of work. As always, first order of business will be with the bandsaw. I cut them loose and this is what they look like. Bit of work on the belt sander, then I'll tidy up on the lathe. I'm dialing it in using this circle here as my reference. It's definitely smoothing it off. What I'm after is a nice smooth reference surface I can use for a better grip. Because remember, this is gripping on draft here, so the grip is very bad. So I'm going to flip it round, face this off so the sides are parallel, and then when I flip it back round this way, I'll have better grip. Now to dial it in all over again. That's what the silly chucks is made for after all. Forgot to hit record, sorry, but I've just gotten rid of the little flange that was left there. Now I'm going to face this off, then drill and bore the 20mm hole for the shaft for the yoke itself. Well, it's boring time. From memory, this is the one reamer where I can actually use the socket wrench. Clean the flutes out. Now, this is the stuff that will form the slots, and I'm going to have to do some filing in order for the nut to fit. You may be wondering, why don't you just use the mill? That would take a lot of setup time. Less than a skim pass probably on the mill, and I'd overshoot the mark. thought occurred to me, if I use up my good cold roll, and I can use this stuff instead. This will have an N6 bolts going through the T-nut, so I'll put those there as a spacer for now. I wonder if Gingery would approve of me using steel flat bar instead of the cold roll that he seems to use everywhere. I'm using this because the cold rolled is very, very expensive, and this isn't a dimensionally critical part. Like with the ways, it's very important that they be precisely the right size. With this stuff, not so much. Right, so these will go on here. Right, I'll drill these out first, and so I can anchor them down. Then I'll drill the other end. Right, I'll do pilot holes through these, then I'll drill through these and the casting. While I've got this out and I'm thinking about it, I should probably mark and drill this too. Get the little baby clamps out. Put that there to keep it in place for right this second. Alright, now I've got the pilot holes drilled, time to drill them out properly. It's raining. Hang on, let me back up. The cat came into the shed, it started raining, so I closed the roller door, and now the cat's unhappy and wants to go out. Oh, come on, you silly old thing. Do you want me to kick you out, cat? Well, why'd you come in then? Come on. Out. Out. Get out or stop moaning. Now to tap these. Now I just have to put a set screw there for the shaft to lock onto. And I'll file a flat. Right, I'm doing it for a M6 set screw. With the drilling and other carrying on, I think I might just check with the reamer that it's still... Yeah, I was worried about the drilling and tapping creating a burr on the inside. If I have to, I'll put in countersunk ones, but I'm hoping I don't have to. That goes on there. Let's get a set screw to put on this thing. Right, let's take off this shaft collar. It was only ever meant to be temporary. Put on the thrust bearing. And it's just as tight a fit. Oh, I see what's happening. It's sitting there. It's a very combination of a tight fit and also the rod is hitting these T-nuts. Not that much closer. Next order of business, working on the tool head that will go in here, which will involve the lathe again, so that'll be fun. So, thank you for watching and have a nice day.